Hello and welcome to your 2017 May reading, Gemini. I'm sorry I've been a little bit late this month with your reading. Believe me, it wasn't on purpose. A lot of things have been going on. Mercury retrograde, I know, ended on the 4th. But in its aftermath, I've been hindered to do this reading for you, so I'm going to do it really well for you, okay? I'm going to try my best to give you some really good, solid advice. And remember, Gemini, we're not fortune telling. We're not telling you what will happen no matter what this month. No, we're trying to see the energies coming in towards you, your opportunities, the pathways that you're going towards, and if there's something that we don't like, we can change it. If there's something positive, we should embrace it, okay? That's how I do the readings. So, are we ready, Gemini? I am Moon in Gemini. I have my Moon in Gemini, so I know a little bit about Geminis, and I think Geminis, we are just fabulous, absolutely fabulous. And so, please check your, not only your zodiac sign, your main sign, but check your ascending sign, your rising sign, and your moon sign as well in these readings. And sometimes all three of them bring it all together, bring the messages together. Okay, so concentrate a little bit with me, Gemini, that the gods may put the cards in the right order so we can get the right messages. Let's see, okay. I do read reversals. I flip them up on purpose. I'd seen a few comments about that, but it's all on purpose. Okay, are we ready? A Celtic cross for you, Gemini. Here we are, going into May with this energy, Gemini. Okay, the Eight of Wands. You're moving fast. I mean, we already are in May, and I feel things for you have been going really, really fast. The Eight of Wands is about forward moving in synchronicity. It's about travel, it's about thinking fast, it's about communicating over the internet. You see they're flying through the air, so usually it has something to do with flying above things, and the internet and airplanes and our thought patterns fly high. So it looks like you've been in unison, you've been organized, and you've been moving fast already. So that's really good, I would say, because we want to move forward fast, don't we? So Eight of Wands, wonderful. And that, oh, look at this. That is being topped by the High Priestess. Beautiful. High Priestess, you're not only flying fast, Gemini, you are also using your wisdom and your intuition to make the right decision. So you can fly in unison. Look here. These sticks seem to be flying. They're all parallel, right? They're moving together in unison, very strategically. And when we use our intuition, when we use that deep wisdom, when we don't just take crazy action, when we take inspired action, when we take wise action, then things like this will happen and you will move forward well, and things will come into synchronicity for you. So it looks like May is already going really, really well. And you know, the first two cards is the here and now, is the general energy of May moving forward. So Gemini, you're rocking, you're rolling, you're on the right path. Now let's look. Underlying forces. Oh, the Two of Cups. Oh, maybe it's not so bad that I waited till now, because with these three cards, Gemini, no matter what comes, you're already on the right path. Two of Cups, Gemini, you know how to give and take in a relationship. You know how to be fair in a relationship. Okay, this means that you're going into May with the underlying energy of equal rights. This is a relationship, a contract. Not only love, also love, but for me it means being able to give and take on equal ground with mutual benefit in all relationships and all contracts. And it looks like you have the capacity to do that, and you have the capacity to recognize these types of relationships. So I would say, you know, use your intuition, move forward with those relationships that you're playing with, that you're thinking about, that you are in. because you'll know which ones will benefit you and which ones won't. So this is absolutely brilliant. Now, the recent past. The 10 of Pentacles reversed. In the recent past, you may not have been feeling too plentiful in things of money, health, and everything else, because the 10 of Pentacles upright, I'm sorry, this is like, there's a little bit of a shadow here. I hope you can see it. It's glaring a little bit. Anyway, the 10 of Pentacles upright means that everything has come together in the material sense. You've built your empire, you have solid ground, but because it came up reversed, in the recent past, you may have felt a lack of this recently, and that's probably why you've been motivated to move forward, and you've like thought twice about how to do things, and you've figured out what you need to do. With the High Priestess, you figured it out. So sometimes, you know, when we have a little bit of lack, when we have a few problems, that motivates us. It's like, okay, I got to change this. So this has been the recent past for you. Let's continue. Then later we tie everything together, Gemini. Now, very interestingly, the 3 of Pentacles reversed coming up in your month's forecast, in the weather forecast, and you looking over the month. And what's coming to me right now is that you're not going to let anyone hinder or disturb you in your path, because these 3 are kind of working together. This is you up here. These 2 people are coming, questioning you, perhaps disturbing you in whatever you're doing. And I think you're on such a roll. You're not going to let anyone get in your way, ask you questions, or put doubts in your mind, all right? That's why it came up reversed. This card can mean different things, like any card. Any card, when it comes up, can mean a plethora of things. But depending on your intuition, depending on the messages that you get, that's when the true meaning comes out. And a reading for many of you, it's always difficult because the story is different for all of you. So in a face-to-face reading with one person, you know, that intuition, that message comes through. But for you, I believe, look at this. This is 2, this is 3. You know when the relationship is mutual, when there is give and take. And you will not let, now I'm somehow seeing that the number 3 is not even. You're not going to let anyone or any other people kind of disturb that equality in your relationship. That's how I see it. Perhaps when we read the story together, we'll get something more out of that. Okay. All right, Gemini, let's continue with the near future. The near future. The 5 of Cups reversed. Okay, I'm just going to go quickly over this and then I'll come back to it later because this ties in with the end result. Now, this is the next step that has to happen in order that we reach a goal, all right? This means, Gemini, you're going to get over sadness and feelings of loss, okay? If you've had that, perhaps you've had that, that's why this card came up. You see sadness, feelings of loss. This coming reversed is actually really good because it means in the near future, in the next couple of days and weeks, you will be able to overcome whatever it was that you felt a loss about, that you were sad about. You'll be able to move forward with that. Especially because, look, the 8 of Wands, the High Priestess that we just talked about, those 2 cards are brilliant cards for movement forward in a very smart way, right? Movement forward, using your wisdom and intuition, going deep within, using your knowledge. And with that, I think you will be able to overcome losses that you may have suffered, okay? Great, wonderful. Let's continue, Gemini. Okay. Interesting. The next card position, how I read the Celtic cross may be different than you, okay? It may be different than you, so pay attention to the positions. I will call out the positions because they may be different. So each card pertains to a specific position. It's important where it lands. The Ace of Wands reversed is in the position of your fears, and that I don't see as bad. Perhaps because of the recent past where you've had a little bit of a, I would say, not such a good situation pertaining money, health. You've had a little bit of a setback, and that's why maybe you're fearing that your new start will not go off as you want it to go off. It won't. You see, the Ace of Wands in this case, I absolutely see as the start of a new project. This is like a passionate leap forward in anything that you're trying to do. And as it came reversed, it just shows that you're perhaps afraid that whatever you're doing won't take off so fast. But I have the feeling, Gemini, that this month is good for you. So I wouldn't be worried too much. Before I say too much, let's continue. We need to see the whole spread. Okay, now outside influences. Gemini, the Five of Swords. Gemini, watch out. Okay, I'm just going to say that. Watch out for a bully who is mean and who will try to take what's yours, all right? Doesn't mean it's going to work. It's just that there will be somebody. It can be a small thing, it can be a big thing. It can be personal, it can be at work. Because this is the absolute bully card. See that guy? He's like smirking. I'm taking what's yours. And the people in the background are kind of like walking away, slumped over. So this is just saying, coming in May into your energy field is this person. It can be at work. It can be a group of people. It can be an energy, but usually, of course, if we're talking about bullies, it's a person involved or a group of people. Okay, so there you go. Gemini, watch out for this. Keep your little eyes open. That's why these cards come up, to warn us, to show things. Okay, now, your hopes. Okay, very interesting. Your hopes are very interesting. The Eight of Cups reversed. Your hopes are that you're not gonna have to leave, back down, or go away. That's very interesting. Your hopes are that you can just stay, whatever that means to you, all right? Fears that whatever you're starting won't take off as well as it should. Don't worry about that. Your hopes that you can stay put, that whatever this is, will work out, that you're not going to be disturbed, and that you won't be made to leave once again and move. You want to stay stable. You want to stay a little steady right now. And that's a good thing, especially because of this. Perhaps this is really good stability, which has been lacking in the recent past. So you're hoping that, things are going to solidify and stabilize, and that you're not going to have to be the one to back off and go away. Those are your hopes. So hang on, we're going to tie everything together in a moment now. Last card to get the full picture. End result. Gemini, this month is going to play out well for you if you take the advice, if you are smart. The Queen of Pentacles as an end result. This is a fabulous card, Gemini. So it looks like, remember, we're not fortune telling. We're not saying that no matter what you do, you'll come out like this. You have to do your work for it, all right? This is the main energy coming up, your opportunity. And your opportunity is to come out absolutely on top, to come out from this, because this is instability, and she is very stable, very grounded. She has her money in place. Her throne is sitting on solid ground. She is healthy. She is vibrant. She's very solid. She's very independent. So it looks like May will play out really well for you if you kind of watch out for this person, and not let yourself be put down by this bully. If you continue to use that wisdom and that intuition to move forward, if you don't let yourself be put off your path in any which way, right? And of course, using that beautiful Gemini energy to see who is good for you, what relationship is good for you, what contract you need to sign, right? So let's see if this works, if you can see the cards here. Yeah, I think so. Let me move them forward a little bit. All right, here. Okay. There. Now, just looking over the spread again. The outcome, very, very good. But just remember, if a bad card comes up here in a reading, I always say this does not have to happen. If a bad card comes up in the end result, it's an opportunity to see ahead what might be coming up to you. and change that. If it's a good card, it's an opportunity for you to have really good success easily. Things are flowing, and for you to embrace that and for you to come out on top like this Queen of Pentacles. I mean, it's really good to have this earthy, grounded energy, especially you, Gemini, right? You know, Gemini tends to be very up in the air and so fast, and, you know, everything is moving fast. And, I mean, you know yourselves, Gemini, so the Queen of Pentacles is absolutely wonderful, especially right now in May. We're in springtime, and we need to set our solid ground for our projects. So don't worry too much that this your project, whatever you're doing, will not take off, because this is showing you that you will really come out well this month, okay? And I think it shows that you're not going to have to be the one to leave and back off and pack up your stuff and go, okay? You're not going to have to do that. So, and I think you will be able to, you know, overcome that sadness and loss. And I think this card is also important. Let me just go back to this for a moment. Embrace this card, right? Work on it a little bit, all right? It's very important for you to work through this. When this card comes up, you can tell this is someone who's grieving. He's sad. He's lost something, right? It doesn't have to be a huge, big thing. It can be something that kind of just hit you in the heart and you're kind of sad about it. And when it's upright, it means this is fading. You're overcoming it. You're working through it. You're not so sad anymore. You know, you can move forward. And I think it's really important for you to realize what that grief, what that sad thing was, work through it, move forward, to free yourself a little bit, right? Don't run off. Don't run off, okay? And don't let yourself be pulled down by these meanies, all right? And then you will be able to come out like the Queen of Pentacles. I mean, she has very stable and steady emotions. She has deep emotions. She's very grounded. She's very wise. The Queen of Pentacles has a lot of the High Priestess in her as well, right? And you have this because this is coming strong. So use your energies, your intuition. And the High Priestess is also a little bit different. She's alternative. She's like, for example, if you would apply this to medicine, she's an alternative health practitioner, perhaps, right? She's not your mainstream kind of person. So just as an example, she shows you different paths, a way to do things differently, perhaps, because it's not the logic that she's using. She's using her deep subconscious wisdom, and you have that. You have that. And that going fast, moving forward, like the synchronistic kind of movement, then you don't have to worry about, you know, a false start or not being able to, you know, do what you're passionate about. Don't worry about this too much, because I think you have a really good spread here. You've got some really great stuff going on. I'm very happy about this, Gemini. I'm very happy about this because these are very strong cards. The High Priestess is strong. The Queen of Pentacles is strong. The Two of Cups, I mean, look at this. This is a big favorite, and you've got those going on here. So you've got some really great energies to work with this month, Gemini. And I believe that you can come out at the end of May really strong, really solid, you know, happy, you know, having worked through any negative things, really strong, knowing who you are and what you want, not letting yourself be kind of disturbed or influenced negatively from anybody. So Gemini, good month for you, good opportunities for you. So take that, you know, go deeper, use your intuition, work through your grief, and I think you'll have a brilliant month. Okay, so thank you so much for watching this, even though it's a little bit later in the month. I promise you, for June, you will be the first ones. Your video will come out really soon. Okay, thank you so much. I'm Natasha, your Queen of Wands, and soon I will be opening private readings. Not quite yet. I'm still working on all the setup and everything. If you like this, please hit the subscribe button or share or like the videos. That would be really great. Leave comments. I love all your comments. I love reading all your comments. It's so wonderful, even if I don't answer. And I will see you soon. Ciao.